Mic check 1 2. Mic check 3 4 5 6 7 8. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT JoeFi Tech News that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. This is episode whatever episode you want it to be because I lost count. This is also day whatever in quarantine because I do not care about how many days it's been because it's just been too long at this point. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Welcome. We don't have a ton of tech news today. I know we've been kind of like barraged with Pixel 4a news, and I want to maybe take a little break from that. Although I do have 4a 5G news and Pixel 5 news, so we're going to get into that. Otherwise, I don't think there's a ton of other things going on right now in terms of really exciting tech stuff, or at least when it comes to phones. I do know that Google had an issue yesterday, either with like Gmail and Docs and Drive and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't seem affected by it. Were you guys affected by it? Was it something that caused an outage or an issue for you? Because I didn't even really get any issues when it came to that. Give me a second here as I kind of like pull up the stories that I do have, but we might as well get started. And so the first thing I actually want to talk about is it looks like Apple goofed up. And so this is a good segue into where I want to go into this. But this article from Mac Rumors is talking about how Apple sparked speculation about September 10th event with a YouTube live stream test. So Apple today launched a live stream test on YouTube that lists a September 10 date, which has led to some speculation that Apple could be holding an event on that day. Apple quickly removed the testing stream, but dozens of Twitter users and Mac Rumors readers were able to capture screenshots. So apparently this was up. I mean, I'm guessing they were just testing stuff out. I don't think the September 10th thing is legit, but they put a live stream out by accident, or they forgot to put it on unlisted or private or whatever, and this is what happened. So there's no confirmation that September 10 is the date that Apple plans to hold an event. However, and it could just be a random date entered for a live stream test, or the date was used last year, as last year's iPhone event took place on Tuesday, September 10, which really makes more sense to me than anything else. So Apple does not typically hold events on Thursday, so September 10 would be an unusual choice. There's no clear word on when Apple might hold an event this year, because 2020's iPhone release timelines will be different. There's a reason that I'm bringing this up, and it's mostly because there is talk that Apple's iPhone 12, 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max is going to be postponed by about a month, which could interfere with Google Pixel's release date for the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5. You see where I'm going with this? And so there are leaks now of when the Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 might be launching. And well, anyway, let's finish this first. Apple could still hold an event in September, but leaker John Processor has said that the Cupertino company will hold its event in October. So they're already saying that they're holding it in October. Oh, wait, no, John Processor is saying that. So during the week of October 12th. Whether that prediction is accurate remains to be seen. Either way, the September 10 date is not likely to be the date of the event. I'm pretty sure it will not be. And the week of September 7 is probably out altogether. September 7 is Labor Day, a holiday, and Friday is September 11, a date that Apple avoids. If the event isn't held in October, the week of September 14 would be another solid guess as to when an event might happen. So the reason I bring this up is because John Processor has went ahead and talked about the launch date for the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5. So Google Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 tipped to launch on September 30th. If Google does actually launch the Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 on September 30th, it'll be the first time that they're launching it, I believe, a Pixel phone or a Nexus phone in September. Usually they launch their Pixel and their past Nexus lineup phones in October. And I think now they're avoiding October because they don't want it to interfere with Apple launching their iPhone 12, which, if you think about it, they're pretty much just flip-flopping positions if that's the case. Google will launch their Pixel lineup first, iPhone after. Usually it's the other way around. iPhone first in September, the Pixel in October. So it says here, the two phones will only be released in 9 countries. We've talked about this in the past. There is a problem with Google releasing their Pixel phones because it seems to be very limited to where they release them at. And then here again, only in 9 countries. So let's read into this. Leaker John Processor has revealed that the Pixel 5 5G, is that what they're going to call it? The Pixel 5 5G? I hope they don't call it that. That sounds dumb. And Pixel 4a 5G will be unveiled on September 30th. Honestly, I'm tired of phones calling it 5G at the end. Stop calling it 5G at the end. Just say it has 5G on it. I don't care if it, I know it's a hot marketing term and people want to use it to pretend that this shit is important right now, but it really isn't. So stop using 5G at the end of your phone names. There's no need. While the Pixel 5 is tipped to be available in black and green colors, ooh, I would totally get it in green. Is it coming in a mint green? What color green is it coming in? What other greens would Google put out? Is it going to be like the green on the Pixel 4a, like this very slight seafoam green? Interesting. The Pixel 4a 5G will only be available in black initially. Okay, for the 4a 5G, only in black at first. But the Pixel 5 in black and green. You know I'm going to get it in green if it's available. Okay, honestly, I'll get whatever's available first, black or green. Or actually, what I might do is I'll probably order both and then see what comes in first and then return the other one. Google will apparently release a white color variant of the Pixel 4a 5G in October. Google revealed earlier this month that it will be launching 2 new 5G phones later this year, the 4a 5G and the Pixel 5. I'm not going to call it the Pixel 5 5G. That sounds dumb. While the company did not confirm a specific launch date for the 2 phones, a slip up by Google France revealed the Pixel 5 and Pixel 4a 5G will be up for pre-order in the country from October 8th. According to a new tweet by leaker John Intel Processor, however, both phones are set to be launched on September 30th. So yeah, he says here black and green. Pixel 4a 5G in October. Wait. So the Pixel 5 is going to come out before the 4a 5G? Okay. What we see in the system is, okay. Why is this being confusing here? What we see in the system is Pixel 5, black and green, Pixel 4a 5G, only in black, September 30th, and then the white version of the 4a 5G in October. Okay, all right. So we probably don't need to read through all of this, though. The Pixel 4a 5G is rumored to feature Qualcomm's Snapdragon 765G chipset, a dual camera setup on the back. That's a good question too. So they're pretty much confirming this rumor is that the Pixel 4a 5G will have a second lens in the back. Is that going to be the telephoto or is it going to be an ultra wide? If I were to ask you, would you rather have a telephoto lens or an ultra wide lens? Which one would it be? I figure most people would rather have an ultra wide lens over a telephoto. I feel like the ultra wide one is something that would be used more in everyday practice over a telephoto lens, but I don't know if that's what they're going to be including in the 4a 5G. It would be a welcome addition either way, telephoto or a wide angle. I think most of the public, though, would like an ultra-wide lens on it. So as confirmed by Google already, the phone will start at $500 in the US. The Google Pixel 5, on the other hand, is rumored to start at $700. And I've said this many times, that $700 price point is going to be, it's going to be a point of contention if they don't do $700 right. That's all I have to say. If you want to know why I feel that way, I'll either bitch about it in a little bit, or you can watch my past streams because I have complained about it many, many times. While it's expected to feature the same Snap 765G chipset as the Pixel 4a 5G, the Pixel 5 will have a more premium design, upgraded camera sensors, water resistance, and more. Hold on. Upgraded camera sensors? Is there proof for that? Is there a rumor or is there confirmation that it is going to have upgraded camera sensors? If that's true, why haven't I been privy to this? I feel like I've kept up with every piece of Google news that comes out or Pixel news that comes out. Or maybe that's just the assumption that it's going to have an upgraded camera, which I'm assuming it will be, because why would you pay $200 more for a Pixel 5 just for water resistance and wireless charging, right? Like, you need to upgrade that camera department. That's pretty much what I was going to bitch about earlier. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Interesting. So is that it? That's it. I mean, I know there are people who are waiting for a Pixel 4a 5G, and if you are, you're in luck, because that 4a 5G is going to come out earlier than I think any of us anticipated. I think a lot of us were expecting an October release date. Some of us might have been even anticipating like later in October or even November, because the Pixel 4a took 18 years to release. It took a long time to release the Pixel 4a. So there was a lot of speculation that the 4a 5G and the Pixel 5 might have been postponed until later as well. So it's good to see that September 30th might be the actual date that it'll be coming out. So whether or not that happens, right now it's all on John Intel processor to. I mean, that seems like the only person that really knows whether or not it's coming out, from whoever is whatever little birdie is giving him his information. I wonder though about that extra lens on the Pixel 4a 5G, on whether or not that's going to be an ultra wide or a telephoto. And then again, is the Pixel 5 actually going to be worth $700? I also wonder if the Pixel 4a 5G or the Pixel 5 will come. I'm sure the Pixel 5 will, but will it come in bigger storage variants? Will it come in 256 gigs of internal storage? Will it come in 512 gigs of internal storage? Also, will there be a Pixel 5 XL? And that's something I'm going to talk about in a second here, but I'm going to get into chat before I get into that. So let me go ahead and say hi to anyone else I missed in chat. Big House Productions. I didn't say hi to anyone yet. So Big House Productions. Hey everyone, what's going on, Big House? Welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you as always. Oddweight is in here as well. Hey Jerome, what's going on, Oddweight? How are you? I'm waiting for the new iPad. I'll buy a ThinkPad and an iPad Pro. Is it financially prudent though? Financially prudent just depends on whether or not you really need a ThinkPad and an iPad Pro. So it's hard for me to justify an iPad because I actually have never owned an iPad before. When I owned a Nexus 7 tablet, I think that was the last tablet I actually ever owned. And when I had a Nexus 7 tablet, did I have another tablet? I don't think so. When I had a Nexus 7 tablet, I liked it, but I just kept wondering, why am I using this tablet? Why can't I just use my phone? And that's when I decided to stop buying tablets, and I ended up buying a Dell XPS 13, and then I later upgraded to a Dell XPS 15, and that was mostly to edit video when I was like transitioning into becoming a YouTuber. And then I said, why do I have either of these Dells? And then I just built my own PC and then put two monitors here, and that's how it's been since then. So financially prudent, I don't know if it would be financially prudent. It just depends on what you actually are using a ThinkPad and an iPad Pro for. Otherwise, yeah, it really depends. So let me know what you end up getting though, Oddweight. Deepak Murthy is in here. Well, wait, you said hello. Did I say hello? No, I missed you, Deepak. You said hello. Deepak was actually first. So hello, Deepak. How's it going, man? I recently bought a Lenovo X1 Extreme, amazing machine. I actually don't know much about that one. I'll have to take a look. Tony Kim is in here. What's good, everyone? What's going on, Tony? How's it going, man? Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Deepak says, I also got an X1 Carbon. ThinkPads are superb PCs. I've heard many great things with ThinkPads. I actually used to use a ThinkPad when I was working in IT. I can't remember which one I had though. Selwonk is in here. I want to see what the Pixel 5G has to offer. If I don't like it, I might move to iPhone 12. And actually, that is here's a pro tip for anyone who's watching. If you are thinking about getting a Pixel 5, so I like Pixel 5G better than Pixel 5 5G. If you want to call it a Pixel 5G, or you want to call it if you want to like tout that the Pixel 5 has 5G, then just call it a Pixel 5G instead. That makes more sense than anything else. But what I'm trying to get at is, if you are thinking about getting a Pixel 5 and you're unsure about the Pixel 5 or an iPhone 12, well, now that we know that the Pixel 5 is probably coming on September 30th, and then the iPhone 12 is coming out later in October. What you can do, pro tip, is buy the Pixel 5, or at least order the Pixel 5, and see if you like it. See how good it is. See if the camera is really as good as it should be. If it's worth the extra $200 from a Pixel 4a 5G, if it's worth the extra $350 from a Pixel 4a. And if it isn't, if it's not up to your standards, then you can always return it during that 30-day time frame and order yourself a Pixel 4a, a Pixel 4a 5G, or the upcoming iPhone 12. See, timing's perfect. Timing's perfect for anyone who's on the fence. That would be my recommendation. And now September 30th is what? A month and 10 days from now? What is that? Less than 6 weeks? Something like that. See, it's not too far along. See, I'm here to help you guys out financially. I'm here to help you be financially prudent. Right, Oddweight? Sal Wong, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. All righty. Let me scroll down here. Paul Hendricks, that time of day again. Stop. It's Pixel time. What's going on, Paul? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. Tony says, yeah, if the 4a 5G or Pixel 5 aren't worthy phones for the price, I'd be happy with just the 4a. And fair enough, right? I still think the Pixel 4a is, and I put it out on Twitter today. On Twitter today, I said, well, one, I said I need to use Twitter more. And then two, I said at $350, the Pixel 4a can't be beat for a brand new phone. You can't beat this phone brand new for $350 unless, like, if a OnePlus 7 Pro or a OnePlus 7T Pro decided to drop down to $350, then yeah, maybe we'll have a new conversation to discuss. But otherwise, I don't know if you're going to find another brand new phone at $350 that can compete with the Pixel 4a. I really don't think so. Deepak Murthy says, I don't think the 5G is worth $150 extra. I don't think so either. I mean, maybe that extra bit of raw performance in processing power might be worth a little more, but is it really worth $150 more? But then again, if we're talking about the Pixel 4a 5G, we got to remember that $150 extra might not only be a Snapdragon 765G chipset, a faster chipset with 5G, but it also might be a bigger display, a bigger battery, and the possibility of a second camera, second lens, whether that be a telephoto or an ultra wide lens. Either way, you're getting an extra lens in there, and that might complete that extra $150, what is it, upmark, price increase, whatever you want to call it. So, just things to think about. Paul says, my Poco's all set. First screen on time, 9 hours and 37 minutes, down to 1%. Jesus, Paul, what were you doing? 9 hours and 37 minutes. Actually, that's funny you say that, because my Pixel 4a just went through its first day of battery life, and I'm going to talk about that a little later today. So for anyone who's wondering how the battery fared on my Pixel 4a, I'm going to go through that a little later. Did the battery do better than the Pixel 4? Short answer, yes. But I'll get to that in a little bit. Tony says, if battery performance is better on the 5G model, I'll consider it. That's a great point to put as well. That's something I forgot, is how much better, or how much will the battery suffer with a Pixel 4a 5G over a Pixel 4a? That's a good question, and I wonder if performance is going to be affected, if battery is going to be affected, I mean, and if so, by how much? Or will the battery actually be better on a Snapdragon 765G over a Snapdragon 730G on the Pixel 4a? Although I don't think it would be. I would imagine that using 5G on a Pixel 4a 5G would eat more battery than a 4G LTE Pixel 4a. Paul says that his 9 hours and 37 minutes screen on time was with 5G disabled. Thank you for letting us know. But still, 9 hours and 37 minutes is ridiculous screen on time for sure. I don't know. Here's the thing is I don't know if I would even be capable of pushing those numbers. I would have imagined that my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, so like I've gotten 8+ hours on here, which is great. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't, for the most part, I on my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, I get around 7.5 hours or so. 7 to 7.5 hours, 6.5 to 7.5 hours of screen on time. I think that's more fair. Oddweight says, yeah, I'm switching from a Surface Pro 5. I need the ThinkPad to last me a few years, although the ThinkPad is not available in my region yet. It'll be the MacBook, if not the ThinkPad. There you go. Let me know. I've always wanted to buy a new laptop. I'm still using a 2015 MacBook Pro, which actually I bought not too long ago, but I don't really use it often. I'm usually on my PC more than anything else. And now that COVID is happening, usually when I carry my MacBook Pro, it's because I'm like going to a coffee shop and I just need to be away from my apartment or wherever I'm at. And so that's a nice way to like do work from outside of home. But since I'm stuck here, I haven't really been using my laptop much. Tony says, I tried that on my 8 Pro 2, Paul. I noticed minimal difference for me, at least with it on or off. Oh, well, nice to know. Team Varai is in here. Good afternoon, everyone. What's going on, Team Varai? Nice to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me scroll down here. Lonky Games is in here as well. My iPad Pro feels faster than my $2,800 MacBook Pro. Really? Wow. Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason that it's like that? Is it just the performance of iPad OS or whatever? Is that what they call it? iPad OS over, I don't even know what the OS is called right now on the MacBook Pro. Interesting. Okay. So Marcus is in here as well. Hey, Jerome and everybody. A while back, there was a data mine that showed 4K 60 frames per second recording options in the Google Camera app. Hope it means that the Google team has started putting their smarts in video. I hope so too, Marcus. I honestly, here's the thing. For the Pixel 5, I would be a little disappointed if the Pixel 5 did not include 4K 60 FPS. I feel that was a big what is the word? A big absence for the Pixel 4, and I think it was an arguing point for a lot of people. It was something that a lot of people wanted, and I feel like Google would have at least added that in for the upcoming Pixel 5. So hopefully they do. Anyway, Marcus, welcome to the stream. Fear the Roo 42 is in here as well. Hey man, sorry I missed yesterday. It's all good, Fear the Roo. No worries. Wasn't able to log on. No worries, man. So I'll make up for it by shamelessly requesting a birthday shout out. Hashtag I have no shame. Fear the Roo 42. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, man. Thank you for taking your birthday day and spending a little time on the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for also shamelessly plugging your birthday in here. No, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Welcome. Okay. All right. Oddweight says the iPhone will be far more powerful, though. Snap needs to catch up. Apple legit beat the S20 with a $400 phone. I mean, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong, Oddweight, for sure. Luis Juarez is in the stream, in the chat. Luis, please correct me. Which one? Is it Luis? Anyway, Luis Juarez, welcome. What are the specs of the Pixel 5? Looking forward for a bigger screen than the 4a. So I think in terms of screen size, here's the thing. I think in terms of screen size, if the Pixel 5 might have a slightly bigger screen size than the Pixel 4a. That's my guess, but I don't think it's going to be that much bigger. If you are looking for a bigger screen size, there is the Pixel 4a 5G, definitely. And then the Pixel 5 XL. I don't think if they release a Pixel 5, I don't think it's going to have much of a bigger screen size than the Pixel 4a. As far as other specs, the purported rumors is it's going to have a Snapdragon 765G, which is the same chipset as the Pixel 4a 5G that's coming out. But the Pixel 5 is apparently going to have 8 gigs of RAM. It will most likely have wireless charging, have better build quality, have IP68 dust and water resistance. It'll probably start at 128 gigs of internal storage with the possibility of getting more storage in there, 256 maybe, 512 maybe. And my hope is it's going to have better cameras on it. That's my hope. Oh, also, it'll probably have at least a 90 hertz refresh rate, if not 120 hertz refresh rate. So those are the purported specs for the Pixel 5. Hopefully that helps, Louise. Welcome. All right, let me scroll down here. Jason Lim is in here. I want a bigger battery and wide angle cam. Will Google stick with a 12.2 megapixel again? That's my fear, Jason, is they are going to stick with a 12.2 megapixel. Not that the 12.2 megapixel camera is bad, but I feel like they really need to step up their game if they want to move from the pack of camera quality, camera performance from these other manufacturers. And when I say other manufacturers, I also mean Google itself. If the Pixel 5 really wants to separate itself from the Pixel 4a, the Pixel 4a 5G, the Pixel 4, the Pixel 3, and we can even go back to the Nexus 6P. If it really wants to separate itself from the pack, they're going to need to up their game for the Pixel 5. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that with the 12.2 megapixel camera they've been using year over year. And again, not that that's a bad camera, because it certainly is a very well performing one, but I think, at least in terms of night performance, like low light shots, they're going to start falling behind iPhone, the iPhone 11 Pro, the upcoming iPhone 12. And let's not kid ourselves, right? The iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro, the camera in there is going to be better than the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11. I can almost guarantee it. I mean, maybe it'll just be slightly better, or I could be wrong, and maybe it won't even be better than, their predecessor. But I would imagine that Apple is working on something to make sure that the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro can differentiate itself from the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone SE even, and to make sure that Apple wants to make sure that if you're going to be spending money on their premium products, they're going to make it worth it for you. And I believe the camera is one of their main factors in doing so. And this is why the Pixel 5 needs to keep itself in the game, especially if they're putting a Snapdragon 765G chipset in there, because obviously they can't compete in performance versus the iPhone 12. So where else are they going to step up? The camera. That's what the Pixel is known for. It's excellent camera. So it really needs to step it up. Okay. Deepak Murthy says, getting a flagship is mostly personal pride, not real necessity. Absolutely. Completely agree. Tony says, everyone's phone needs are different. I might not need or want what you need in your device, so having more choices is great for us. Also very true. Very true. Marcus says, I wonder how Google's budget devices would fare using the neural core for processing voice and images. Could be a great marketing tool, having amazing voice assistants across the board. That's also true. I think the only fear here is the only real fear is cannibalization of their products. How much differentiation can Google make to make sure that the 4A, the 4A 5G, the Pixel 5, the possibility of a Pixel 5 XL is varied enough that people won't say, well, wait, why can't I just buy a 4A? Oh, it's that little of a difference. Let me just buy the 4A or the 4A 5G. Why am I going to spend an extra couple $100 on, whatever else? So, okay. Tony says, oh, Jerome, did the song detection with on your 4A? Can you rephrase? Are you asking me if I turned on song detection with my 4A? Because I didn't even look for it, to be honest with you. And I don't even know if I even turned that on my Pixel 4. I can't remember. Bharat Kumar, what's going on, Bharat? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Jerome. I must say I have missed the Chicago Bulls cap yesterday. Was I wearing a Bull? Oh, I was wearing my Cubs one yesterday, right? I think. Yeah, I have more Bulls ones than Cubs ones. I do need to up my game on my Cubs ones though, but I don't find a lot of Cubs ones that I really like. But yes, I have a lot of Bulls ones for sure. Bharat, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Sean is in here as well. Hey, Jerome and chat. What's going on, Sean? How you doing, man? Welcome. Lewis, gotcha. My bad. Lewis, got it. If I forget in the future, please forgive me, but I will try to remember that. Lewis, got it. Okay. Let me scroll down here. Oddweight says, unrelated question, but what are you going to do about that TV? Wait, I have an answer. So anyone who's asking, Oddweight is asking about this ugly cable that's on here. I did take someone's suggestion though. So before this used to be 2 ugly cables. And then someone said, well, you need a surge protector, which I do have, and said, well, why don't you just throw the surge protector behind the TV, which is what I did. So whoever recommended that, I can't remember who did. Thank you. But what am I going to do about that TV power cable? 1 second, I'll show you. See, I have stuff here. This is can you see that? A cable management system from OmniMount. And actually, I've actually owned this for a while. I just forgot that I had it. It was actually at my mom's house. Before I moved to LA, I bought one of these and I'm like, well, I'm not going to need it in LA, but yeah, so whenever I have the time to install it and drill holes in the wall, and so like, I'll be honest with you guys, carpentry is not something I'm good at. So I might just get someone on TaskRabbit to do that. I got to get like curtains hung anyway and like shelves installed. So I might just have someone come do that all at the same time. Just FYI. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do about this ugly cable. I know it's very ugly. I'm sorry, guys. That'll get fixed soon. So then you won't call it ugly. David Merritt. David, am I saying that right? David Merritt. That's pretty. What's pretty? What am I talking about? I've lost somebody. Fill me in. David, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Oh, you're saying the cable's pretty. Paul also says, shh, we don't talk about that. Well, I showed you what I did. So, or what I'm going to be doing. You guys, all this cable talk is highly prohibited. It's going to get fixed. I don't know when, but it'll get fixed. Let's say before October, I'll get that done. I promise. All right. Javi Martinez. Hey, Javi, what's going on, man? Just sharing this info, Jerome. The Pixel Buds, all colors are available now. I just ordered the mint colors for my daughter. Well, Javi, that's nice you say that because look, that's what I have as one of my other stories. So thank you for spilling the beans. I'm just kidding, Javi. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, I was going to share that today as well. That's great. That mint color is one of my favorite colors. I like that color a lot. Salwonk says Chicago Blackhawks hat. So actually, Salwonk, I used to have a Blackhawks hat. I don't have it anymore. I'm waiting for the Blackhawks to change their logo. I just think it's time for them to like move on from the Blackhawks logo and do something a little not Blackhawks. So, but I don't own one anymore. And to be honest, I actually don't watch a lot of hockey. So the Cubs are my team, my baseball team, and the Bulls are my basketball team. Those are usually my two big ones. And then I love the Bears a lot, but I don't own any Bears. I don't own any Bears hats because I can't ever really find a good Bears hat where I like the style on it. But maybe I'll find one. It's just been a while since I've bought a hat. Well, no, I bought a hat not too long ago, but they're usually Bulls hats. Anyway, that's my take on it. Fear the Roof 42 says, I can get 9 hours out of my Pixel 4. Of course, the power cannot be. Yeah, me too, Fear the Roof. I'm the same way. Adway was saying he was just waiting for someone to ask about that game. No, that's not true. That's not true. Team Verizon says, maybe I should get the Pixel Buds to pair with the iPod. Will that work? Is that how that works? Maybe. I think that'll work, right? All right. Anyway, guys, let me continue on. Let's continue on. We're going to talk about the Pixel 5. But before I do, really quick, if you guys have not had a chance, if you're in here, please hit that thumbs up button or the like button or whatever button it is, what platform you're on, YouTube, Twitch. Twitch doesn't have a thumbs up, or Facebook. But either of those, please, it would be a great way to support. If you are not a subscriber, I do stream Mondays through Fridays. That is the weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. So if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It would be a great way to support, just like hitting that like button. And last but not least, if you are in the stream and if you've noticed people with green in their names or a red Chicago star next to their name, that's because they are part of the Phone Jerome fam, and you could be one too. Join this channel. For as little as 99 cents a month, you'll get the red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get to use custom emoji, and you'll get your name in every single one of the intros and outros of my live streams. You could do so for as little as 99 cents a month. And if you can't find that blue join button, you can go to youtube.com/Phone Jerome /join. Either way, it's just a way to support, and I do appreciate it. I know times are tough. I know that not everybody can support that way, but that's what liking and subscribing and sharing the video or sharing the stream can do if you want to help out. Either way, I appreciate it. You guys just being in chat and talking means a lot to me. Being part of the community, it really means a lot either way. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead. Let's continue on, and we're going to talk about the Pixel 5. So somebody brought this up yesterday, but we're going to talk a little about it today. But this article from Phone Arena says the newest Google Pixel 5 leak reveals a very small battery for the 5G flagship. Samsung and Huawei have embraced massive batteries inside their premium smartphones, but Google has resisted. Why they have resisted? I don't know. Money? Why are they resisting this? Why did they resist it on the Pixel 4? Why did they put such a paltry battery in there? Did they not see? Maybe they didn't see what was coming for the iPhone 11. But the iPhone 11 putting an amazing battery in there really made the Pixel 4 look like doo-doo. The company believes it can fully optimize smaller batteries, and that idea is unlikely to change with the Pixel 5. A bigger battery than previously, but still very small. Google equipped the first Pixel smartphone with a 2770 milliamp hour battery, but later reduced that to only 2700 in the Pixel 2. The company was more generous with the 2915 milliamp hour cell found in the 3, although it again went backward with the Pixel 4 and its 2800 milliamp hour battery. So this is what Google's going to do, huh? They're going to go bigger one year, then smaller the next, then bigger the next, then smaller the next. Keeping with tradition, Google is now said to be preparing an increase for its next flagship smartphone. The information shared by Jason C., reported by Android Headlines, which should be taken with a pinch of salt, points towards a 3080 milliamp hour battery inside the Google Pixel 5. That increase will undoubtedly be welcomed by consumers, but it still falls ridiculously short of 4,000 and 5,000 milliamp hour battery capacities that are often attached to rival flagships and even some cheaper phones. So for sure, we're not going to see a 4,000 milliamp hour battery in the Pixel 5. We're not going to get 7, 8, 9 hours of screen on time because we're just not going to get that capacity to even get us close to that. Will we get 4 hours? Definitely. We're going to get 4 hours of screen on time. Will we get 5? Will we get 6? I think that is the bigger question there. Are we going to get those kind of screen on time hours? For me, if I can get 5 hours of screen on time, I would be okay with that. I won't be thrilled about it, but I'll be okay with 5 hours of consistent screen on time. I'm not talking about just a one-time thing when like I decide to like lay in bed the whole day and watch YouTube videos. I'm talking about real 5 hours of screen on time with mixed heavy usage, right? Being outside, using LTE, using Wi-Fi as well, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Consistent 5 hours of screen on time, consistent 5.5 hours of screen on time. That would make me happy if I can get at least 5.5 hours of screen on time. The thing to worry about here is the fact that yes, it's going to be a Snapdragon 765G chipset, so it's going to be a far less powerful processor, but we're also talking about most likely the possibility of a higher refresh rate, and a higher refresh rate usually means more battery usage, more battery drainage. So is 5 hours going to be realistic with a 3000 milliamp hour battery on a Pixel 5? Maybe. Is 6 hours? I don't know. I really don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So on paper, the increased battery capacity should result in better battery life, but that might not be the case. The Pixel 5, as Google itself has already confirmed, will support 5G networks as standard at launch, which means the battery drain will be higher than previously. Oh yeah, obviously that too. The 5G is going to take some battery away from that as well. There are rumors of a larger OLED display. Some sources claim it will feature a 5.8-inch display, something that was seemingly corroborated by an official Pixel 5 marketing shot, while others say the flagship boasts a 6.7-inch display. All right, first of all, 6.7-inch display with a 3080 milliamp hour battery makes 0 sense. That makes 0 sense at all. Maybe a 6.7-inch display for a Pixel 5 XL, but there is no way in hell that you're going to see a 6.7-inch display with a 3080 milliamp hour battery. If that was to happen, Google would get shat on all day. There is no way Google would allow, well, I don't know. Google seems to allow whatever they want, even if it's not popular opinion. So who knows? Although the latter seems unlikely at this stage, if it turns out to be true, that could drastically impact battery life, especially when combined with the other features Google has planned. Specifically, the display on the Pixel 5 looks set to skip the usual full HD resolution in favor of QHD+, which means the device will have to power a lot more pixels. The Pixel flagship would then support either 90 Hz or 120 Hz refresh rate, depending on the impact on battery life. So, the 765G will guarantee 5G connectivity. Yes, we know that. That'll also take drain battery life more. And then the Pixel 5 announcement, price and availability. So this might be a little out of date already because I already talked about how the Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 is set to launch on September 30th to probably avoid to avoid Apple releasing their iPhone 12 and raining on the Pixel 5, the Pixel 4a 5G's party. So am I happy about this 3080 milliamp hour battery on the Pixel 5? No, not at all. I would have loved to see 3500 milliamp hours. I would have loved to see 3750 or 4000 milliamp hours. But Google being Google. So, okay, let me put it this way. When I first saw this article or first heard that they were going to be putting a 3080 milliamp hour battery, 3000 milliamp hours. Let's be fair. That's really what they're putting in there. So a 3000 milliamp hour battery in the Pixel 5, I was like, well, it'll be okay because it's going to have a Snapdragon 765G chipset. It's not going to have a Snapdragon 800 chipset. It's not going to eat battery as bad, but I totally forgot about, okay, yes, 5G is going to eat up some battery. A 90 hertz refresh rate is going to eat up some battery. God forbid they put a 120 hertz refresh rate. That's going to eat more battery. If it's not going to be FHD plus, if it's going to be 1440p, if it's going to be quad HD plus display, that's obviously going to eat a lot more battery. How well is this Pixel 5 going to do when it comes to battery life? If this is the case, this is going to deter a lot of people from buying the Pixel 5. It's the same reason that I have a hard time recommending the Pixel 4 because of its battery life. I have gotten, okay, if you guys have seen, I put a video out testing the battery for like a week. And there were days I got 6 hours, six-ish hours on my Pixel 4. But that was with turning a lot of shit off. I turned off digital well-being. I turned off always on display. I turned off the Soli radar chip. I turned off, what else did I turn off? A number of other things. But, and that was a one-time thing, maybe a two-time thing. But other times I was getting around 4 hours of screen on time, sometimes less. And to know that I was getting less screen on time with turning all those things off as well, how could I recommend that? That's a very hard recommend for me. And so it makes me a little leery of the Pixel 5 because if the battery life on the Pixel 5 is going to suffer, if it's going to be the same issue as the Pixel 4, Google didn't learn their lesson. How do you tell a company to get their shit together? Because you would have thought by the Pixel 4, well, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe miraculously the Pixel 5 is going to come out. It's going to have insane battery technology. Everyone's going to get 5.5 to 6 hours of screen on time on average, and the world will be a better place for it. But I can only be so optimistic, and I feel like I just don't know how realistic that's going to be with a 3080 milliamp hour battery. Maybe the Pixel 5 XL will be the better choice, but at what price is the Pixel 5 XL going to be coming out for? Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine the Pixel 5 XL selling at $800 with a Snapdragon 765G chipset? That's almost ridiculous to think that it's almost ridiculous to think that a Snap 765G chipset would sell at $800. That's what the Pixel 4 sells at. And this shit's already overpriced, even with an 855 chipset in it. I'm really worried about the Pixel 5 and its price point, and to wonder if it's even going to be worth it. Maybe the Pixel 4a 5G is really the phone to get. Like overall, if you want something that's a little faster than the 4A, if you're looking for something with a bigger battery, a bigger display, maybe the 4A 5G is really the best phone to get in the Pixel lineup for 2020. But I could be wrong. Oh, it's a little scary. It really is. It's a little scary to think of how this is going to turn out. So, okay, let me get back into chat here. Oh man, Big House with a $5 super chat. Big House, thank you so much, man. Support Jerome. Keep up the great work. Big House, thank you, man. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for the extra support. Always means a lot to me, man. I really need to start doing more for people who super chat. I don't know what I would do. I thought about for a while. I was thinking I'm only gonna read comments who super chat, but like I love talking to my chat. I appreciate you guys, and I don't expect you guys to just super chat just so I can read your guys' comments, because that seems like a dickish move, and I just wouldn't do that. I mean, if it came to the point where chat was like incredibly crazy and I couldn't get through everyone, then that would be a little different. But Big House, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for that continued support as always. I really need to do something different though. I got to think of that, and I'll come up with something eventually. But Big House, thank you again. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you so much. All right. Let me scroll down here. Let me see what else is going on. Sel Wonk says, all right, I'm not getting the Pixel 5. The battery is still small. Deepak says small battery is the Google flagship unique feature. That is not what we should be calling a unique feature at all. Scarlett, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Snapdragon 765G is on TSMC 7 nanometer versus the Snapdragon 730 on the Samsung 8 nanometer. That's a fair point as well. So, I mean, again, maybe the battery will be okay. I want to be optimistic, Scarlett. I think we all want to be optimistic. Here's the thing. My Pixel 4a right now, I'm pretty impressed with the battery life. Although it's only been day one. What I'm going to do for this entire week, I will give you guys an update of my battery life every day this week. And I'll probably make a separate video for that as well, just so people know how I feel or my results for it. But I think that'll be a good way for anyone who's considering a Pixel 4a. If you really want to wait and you want to see what real world battery life is, not just like, here I am, I'm going to talk shit about other YouTubers, but I really don't know how other YouTubers really test their battery life, or they just give you some arbitrary number that says, yeah, I get about this screen on time or whatever. I don't know if anyone really digs down and tells you what they're using, what they're doing, how they're using it, what kind of screen on time hours, showing you the results. I will give you that. I'll give you that for this entire week. Every day this week here, I will give you that. So if you're considering a Pixel 4a and you're worried about the battery life, I'll at least give you like my personal results, how I use it, what apps I'm using it for. Okay, I'm done. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to share that info with you. All right. Team Verizon says my $100 Redmi has 5,000 milliamp hours for sake. See, there you go. I just, yeah, I agree with you, Jerome. I'm just worried about it. That's crazy. They need to have comparable battery capacity like the Nord. I can't argue with you there. Jason says it's like having a Bugatti running a Toyota engine 765G with a Vespar oil tank, 3080 milliamp hours. I like that analogy, Jason. Thank you for sharing that. Team Rise says, imagine a Nintendo Switch with the battery capacity of a DS Lite. There you go. Also a very good analogy. Maybe Google will offer a new battery case like Apple did. Why Google? Why are we going down this road again? Why are we really going down this road again? This is Vic. Hey, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you commenting. Wish the 4A had 90 hertz. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if it had it, but I will tell you right now, to me, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think if they did add 90 hertz, that $350 price point would not be $350. But yeah, I mean, like if it was up to me, all phones would have everything and they would be priced, at a decent price. But I hear you. I can understand. I mean, the 90 hertz on the Pixel 4, here's the thing though. This is vague. The only time I ever notice 90 hertz on the Pixel 4 is when I am scrolling through the app drawer. Otherwise, I don't really notice that smoothness. The smoothness is nice though. It is nice. I'm not taking that away from the Pixel 4 or my Huawei P40 Pro Plus. I see the smoothness there as well. But for me personally, it's not a deal breaker. But again, I can understand. I think for a lot of us, if we could have everything on it, like why not? Why not? Moki Lolo, how's it going, man? I don't think I've seen you in here either. If I did, I would have remembered that avatar. I like that avatar. It's a little weird in a weird way, and I like weird. I have a feeling that Google will put a new camera unit in the 5. Moki Lolo, that's what I want. If there is one thing I want on the Pixel 5, well, okay, I want a bigger battery too. But what I was trying to get at is what I want on the Pixel 5 is a new camera in there. They need to have new camera hardware in there. They need to up their game in the camera department, in the low light department, in the night shooting department, to beat the iPhone 11 Pro, to beat the iPhone 12, to beat the iPhone 12 Pro. And my God, Google. Hello, Google. I know you don't care for me. I know that I don't put hashtag Team Pixel in every single post I make on Instagram or in videos, but Google, I need you to fix the video for the Pixel 5. The video is okay for the Pixel 4, the Pixel 4a, the Pixel 3. I don't know what you did in your video. Like you completely messed up the audio there, but I need you to get the video right on the Pixel 5. I need you to get the video stabilization right on the Pixel 5. My God, Google, please get that right. But yes, Moki Lolo, I would like that more than anything else. I want a new camera unit in there. Like I don't want to see another 12.2 megapixel camera with the same shit that the Pixel 4 had. They need to upgrade that for sure. So I agree with you, Moki Lolo. Also, welcome to the stream. All right. Marcus A says, hopefully Rick Osterloh uses the device before it ships this time. The nonsense he said about the Pixel 4 shouldn't happen twice. It shouldn't. But is it going to happen twice, Marcus? Because they've already said, like, yeah, 3080 milliamp hour battery. Sure. Let's put that in there. It's bigger than the battery we put in the Pixel 4. Sure, let's do it. Here's my stamp of approval. Let's get it done. Oddweight says, does Apple still make those hump style cases? I am the wrong person to ask because as you can see here, naked. I have no idea if they use that or not. Hackney Man says, oh man, I guess I'm with the replay crew again. This week has been nonstop for me. Hackney Man, you're all good, man. No worries. You're in here right now. So you're here kind of live. Yes, I might be ending soon, but you know, you're kind of live. What up, stream? What's going on, Hackney Man? Nice to see you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Lewis says, if only OnePlus could make the next Pixel. I think we've said that many times in this stream. Not only OnePlus, but we would love to see Samsung make the hardware. We would love to have Google Play editions of certain phones. Well, if only OnePlus could make the next Pixel and use the Pixel's software algorithms, AI for its camera processing, because let's be fair here. OnePlus makes great hardware, but I still think they could use a little improvement in the camera department. Brian is in here. What up, stream? I made it. Glad you could make it, Brian. I know you're a busy guy, especially on these days. Hey, Acne Man, we made it. And Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you for the support, man. Thank you for that continued support. As always, appreciate it so much. Brian, Big House, thank you guys. Thank you for always supporting that way. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Okay. Moki Lolo says, because so far the only thing holding back the Pixel phones are the camera hardware. And as you said, you can really see that in video. Moki Lolo, yes. This is something I've been complaining about for quite a while. I don't know if other people complain about it, but I know a lot of people give the Pixel a pass when it comes to the camera, but we can't just rely on saying, hey, the camera's amazing, guys. The camera's amazing. It does great photo stills. And at night, it's great. But nobody is sitting here saying, hey, have you not noticed the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11, their night mode feature is better than the Pixel 4 right now? Has no one talked about how good the video is on iPhone still, and that the Pixel is still lacking when it comes to video and image stabilization? Like, let's get those fixed first before we start adding extra lenses, adding extra this and that. Like, let's get the camera department 100%. Let's get that top notch. So at the end of the day, all of us can just say the Pixel has the best camera on the market. Although I can't say that because I have this phone that I still need to put a camera comparison out. But anyway, Fear the Roof 42 says, I'm going back to my StarTech. That would make for a good archival old school video. Oddweight says, rocking a phone without the case is an ultimate flex. So I'm not trying to flex. Let's be fair. I'm not trying to flex. I love the feel of a naked phone. That's how it is for me. And also, FYI, by naked phone, I mean not just the case, not just having no case on it, but like also having no screen protector. My Huawei P40 Pro Plus came with a screen protector, and I took that shit off because I just don't like the way it feels. I like a full naked phone the way it was meant to be, at least in my opinion. I think that's how it should be. And Hackney Man with a $4, a £4, how do I say that? Do I say a £4.99 or a £4.99? I should know how to say this for next time. But Hackney Man, thank you for the support, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I need to figure a way to thank all of my super chatters. I don't know how else. I know I add you guys into that list on the intros and outros, which I am outdated on, but I need to do something else for people who support this way. But Hackney Man, thank you, man. Hackney Man, thank you, man. Hackney Man, thank you so much for the £4.99, £4.99. How the hell do I say this? Someone teach me. How do I properly say this? The £4.99 super chat. And you didn't even say anything. You just super chatted. So thank you, man. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, there we go. Hackney Man says £4.99. Minor, but you're a cool dude. Oh, well. Wow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I would imagine even you supporting that way is more than, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, you don't mean minor as in you're a minor. You mean minor. I don't know what okay. Hackney Man, thank you so much. Deepak says, I agree. iPhone 11 series has better cameras than the Pixel 4. Yeah, I agree. I know people will disagree with me on that, but I mean, for people who disagree with me on the iPhone 11 and the Pixel 4, just watch my camera comparison videos. Like, that's why I feel the same way. That's why I feel the way I do. People can show me other videos and say, well, what about, it's like, well, okay, but I made this video. This is my own personal, like, outlook on it. So no other, not that I don't consider other people's opinions, because I obviously do, but I made this, I took this, I was here to personally experience it, and this is how I feel about it. Okay. All right. Let's continue on. I want to talk about two things. Hackney Man says, minor is London slang. Sorry, it means no problem or no biggie. Oh, I never knew that. When you said minor, I was like, oh, Hackney Man's a minor? Why are you called Hackney Man then? Okay, I got it. Minor is, okay, I never knew that. Huh. That's news to me. I'll have to remember that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so two more stories. We're going to go a little long here, but I want to make sure I point this out. CNET has this article about Google adding more colors and new features to its Pixel Buds 2 earbuds. So anybody who's considering getting Pixel Buds 2s, they now have them in mint green and Oso orange, or what are they called again? So they're called Oso orange and quite mint. And then almost black, officially on sale for $180. There are new features to it. Find My Device has been expanded to include the last known location of your buds, so you can more easily locate the earbuds by seeing where they were last connected with an Android device. You can now toggle the touch controls on and off. A new sharing detection feature recognizes when you're sharing one of your earbuds with a friend and allows each of you to swipe to control the volume individually. That's kind of cool. Sound settings will now include a bass boost EQ option for those looking for a stronger bass profile. Transcribe mode will be rolling out for translate for English to French, German, Italian, and Spanish. So you'll be able to ask the assistant in those languages to help you speak English for smoother in-ear translations. Attention alerts, an experimental feature that uses AI technology, aims to detect a few important sounds, a baby crying, dog barking, or an emergency vehicle siren, and makes you aware when you're wearing your earbuds. That's also pretty cool. New assistant voice controls include, hey, I'm not going to say it, I almost did, turn on off touch controls and hey, what is my oh, I like that. What is my battery? Can I do that on my phone? If I say that on my phone, will it do it? I'm going to try that afterwards. Some users have complained about sporadic audio cutouts, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they fixed that. Oh, then he says here he's going to update his review and let you guys know. So FYI, these are out. Here are more pictures of earbuds. Are there really 23 photos of Pixel 2 earbuds? I suppose so. Look at all the colors, people. Oh, there's also the white color. What are the white ones called? Clearly white? Okay. Anyway, last thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Pixel 4a and my experience with the battery. So, okay, we might as well talk about this. I'm not going to go too in depth with it. We're just going to talk about what my battery life has been, at least for one day on the Pixel 4a. So I charged this phone the other night to 100%, and I pulled it off the charger at 7 a.m. yesterday. All right. 7 a.m. yesterday, I pulled it off the charger, and it lasted me for more than 24 hours. I actually didn't even have to charge the phone at night. I mean, I fell asleep last night with the phone, but I woke up this morning and the battery, the Pixel 4a, was still working. It was still alive. It didn't die. If there was one phone that dies, usually overnight, if I forget to charge it, it's this phone right here. So I was pleasantly surprised to wake up with a Pixel 4a that did not die on me. I ended up charging the phone at 10 a.m. this morning. So it had 27 hours off the charger, a full day plus off the charger. And let me share this. I will share this with you. I pulled it off the charger. I plugged it into the charger. Can you see this? Do I have to? With 11% battery at 10 a.m., I put it in the charger. So 27 hours off the charger, and there was still 11% battery on that. That, to me, for the Pixel 4a, that I won't call it impressive, but impressive for a Pixel maybe. And I was pleased. I won't say I was amazed. I won't say I was surprised in a way, but I was not amazed by it. But that is good battery for me. For me, good battery. All right. We're not done yet. Obviously, there's more to talk about because it also depends. It's like, well, Jerome, maybe you did 27 hours and the phone just sat there. Well, no, it didn't. It didn't. So as we scroll down here, you'll see that I used over 5 hours of screen on time. So 5 hours of screen on time isn't like, it's not miraculous screen on time, right? It's not Paul Hendricks' 9.5 hours of screen on time on his Poco F2 Pro, but it's still not bad for a Pixel 4a, for a $350 phone, to get 5+ hours and to use it for over 24 hours, not just like from 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. This is from a full day's worth and then some. And I could have gone longer than the 27 hours. I'm sure I could have gone 30 hours or 32 hours, but I was like, I'm at 11%, whatever. Let's charge this thing up. So to me, it like very good battery life for the Pixel 4a. And then if we want to dig down into it, God damn it. Okay. To dig down into it, I also gave a whole like screenshot here. So you can see I wasn't lying. 27 hours. I pulled it at 7 a.m. the day before, and then I plugged it in at 10 a.m. So 27 hours of standby time or whatever it's called. And I used Spotify for almost 3 hours. And I also used another music player called Pi Music Player. And I was playing my FLAC files on that for an hour and a half. So so yesterday I went for about an hour and 40-minute walk listening to music. And then today I spent over 2.5 hours. Well, it says here almost 3 hours. Well, no, I was using Spotify earlier too, but I spent over 2.5 hours this morning also going for a walk and listening to music. And I was able to do that for 2 days straight, which is great. Listening to music without having to charge the phone. Also, Telegram for 43 minutes. So it's funny here. It says I use YouTube for 7 hours and 31 minutes, which really doesn't make sense to me because how could I do that if my screen on time was only 5 hours? So, but anyway, I did use YouTube, but I don't remember using it for that long. Instagram for 45 minutes, and you can see the Pi Music Player for almost 2 hours. And I didn't use Chrome for too much, about 20 minutes. And that was my use for the battery for that day. It wasn't bad. It was, again, not surprising, but I was very happy with the battery life for the Pixel 4a. Again, this is only one day. It's not 2 days. We can't just use one anecdotal test and say the best battery ever. Jerome did 1 day test and then there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for the entire week. I'm going to show you the battery life for the entire week, tell you how I use the phone. I'm going to take those screenshots, tell you how long the phone was off the charger. Some days might be different than others. I should say too, when I use this phone, it was probably on LTE for about 6 hours. And then the other 21 hours was on Wi-Fi. So just to be transparent about that as well. So that was my battery life on the phone for that day. Again, the rest of this week, it's going to depend. I've been very busy. I'm not always on my phone. Sometimes I'm literally just sitting here working and I'm not doing anything else. So you guys will just roll with it. You'll see how I do with battery life. I'm on here every day anyway. You guys, well, I guess you won't see me on the weekends, but I'll give you an update on Monday when I'm not here on the weekends. Otherwise, I think that's it for today. As far as Pixel news and whatever, I had some other news, but I was just keeping stuff there just in case I ran short on stories or whatever. But yeah, so that's about it. But let me get into chat and just say hi and bye to everyone before I head out. Y 2019 is in here. Hey Y, how's it going, man? Nice to see you again as always. Lewis says that was announced on the Pixel Super User I was invited to from Monday. Nice. No full black. You talking about my phone? Yeah, no. I use the phone as a normal, regular person. I love tech a lot. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Keeping it real, Jerome. I know you're going to tell it like it is on the Pixel 4a. Look forward to your review. Thank you so much. If there's anything that I am, it's very straightforward. I don't hold back any punches. I might be biased on how I feel about things, but I'm very straightforward when it comes to how I feel about phones and calling shit out and making sure that people know what they're getting into when they buy a phone. Oddweight says, I think I'm the only one who uses Apple Music and then pays for YouTube Premium. Oh my God. Well, yeah, why? Why do you... So I don't use YouTube Premium, but I use YouTube Advanced. So I don't have to use YouTube Premium. But I don't use Apple Music. I know a lot of people who use Apple Music though, for sure. Big House says Spotify for the win. Yeah, I've been using Spotify forever, man. Plus, I use Spotify Premium and I share a family plan. So every month I only pay, $3? I pay something super cheap for it, and it's worth it for me. Brian says impressive for its battery size. It really is. To get that kind of screen on time, to be able to know that I could go a full day and not have to charge it at night because I only used screen on time for about 4-ish hours. Like usually when I use my Pixel 4 and I know I'm getting 4 hours of screen on time, I know I'm going to have to charge it overnight, or I'm going to wake up to a dead battery, or I'm going to wake up to like single digit percentage and I'll be like, oh, I messed up. Now I have to charge the phone and now I have to like carry this charger with me or whatever. Okay. Oh, Pixel Buds. You mean for full black? I see what you're saying. I thought wasn't it called just black or whatever? Yeah, I'm not sure. Mario, hey, what's up, man? What's up, Mario? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Deepak Murthy says, I use YouTube Premium and Spotify Premium. I canceled Netflix. So yeah, if anything, if I were to pay for another streaming service, it would be YouTube Premium. Spotify is the only streaming service I pay for right now. But if I had to pick another one, it would be YouTube Premium as well. So I'm on the same fence there as Deepak. Tectonic is in here. That says Pixel Phone. Yes, Pixel Phone. Hi, Tectonic. How's it going? And also with that being said, bye, Tectonic. Oddweight says my monthly subscriptions cost around 100. Oddweight, let's save you some money, buddy. Why so much? All right, guys, that is going to be it for today. I want to thank everybody who came by. Please, if you guys just came in and you haven't had a chance to do so, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. And last but not least, if you guys, well, I was going to say, feel free to be a member of the YouTube Phone Jerome fam. You could do so for as little as 99 cents a month. You can hit that blue join button. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't really want to go through that entire spiel, but I want to thank everybody again for stopping by, for talking in chat, for anybody who sent super chats today. Hackney Man, Big House, Brian, guys, thank you so much for the super chats. I'm going to think of a new way to thank you guys for doing that. Do something special or whatever. But yeah, so guys, thank you so much. I think that's it. I'm going to start playing outro music. Come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. We'll do it again. Here's my obligatory wave goodbye. Music's playing. See you tomorrow, guys. Later. George. Hold on. George just came in with a $5 super chat. George, hi. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That was why so late? Hi, George. How's it going? Thank you so much, George. Thank you. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hopefully you're doing well. Also, for anyone, I might as well plug George in really quick. George is also a YouTuber, a tech YouTuber. I will occasionally join him on Friday Night Tech Talk. I haven't been able to get on lately because I've just been busy with everything with work and moving and everything. George says, my pleasure. I was late. No problem, George. Again, thank you so much for the support. But yes, like Brian says, check out Friday Night Tech Talk tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on this one either, but I will try. But George, again, thank you for the support. Guys, thank you. Thank you again so much. So again, now I am officially leaving. I'm just going to continue where I left off with the music here. I will see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. Have a good one.